joining us for another Awareness Through Movement lesson. Today we're going to be looking at the feet, and you can tell that I have the skeleton here, and I think it's the easiest way is to go through a couple structures that we may not be as familiar with, although we have been with our feet since we were born. So I wanted to point out a couple things, and we're just going to work with one little idea today, but different ways. So as you can tell that the foot has many bones. There's an arch right here. I'll put my hand underneath here. There's an arch here, and it goes down to the heel. And then there's upper parts of the bones, which I will show you in a minute. But one of the things that we're going to work on, the main thing is this, what's called the medial arch, and that is in the middle of our foot. So if I put my hand, I'm going to do it from underneath so you could see it. You turn your foot, you lift that arch, okay? And some people say, oh, I have a high arch. That means this part is a little higher. Everybody has an arch, it's just a matter of degree. Okay, so the foot can turn and have an arch here. And some people have their feet where the arch is a little lower. And when the arch is a little lower, this is more spread out. Okay, and the purpose of the foot is to have the arch kind of like in the sweet spot, just right. So there's support, but also flexibility so you can move. So this is where we're going to put your hand. We're going to work on that later. And then you can lift the arch a little, and that affects your foot. Okay. The next thing you're going to do in the lesson lift the inner arch of your foot. It's not separate from the rest of your leg. The rest of your leg consists of what's called the fibula, which is right here. It's a thin bone on the side. And I'm going to encourage you to put your hand here because it moves a little when the inner arch of your foot turns. As you lift your arch, the fibula moves a certain way. Okay. The next place you're going to place your hands is right here on the big tibia, and you're just going to rest it here and do the same movement in the foot. The foot will move, and then what happens to the tibia when that happens? And then what happens to the femur and the rest of the leg and the spine when your arch changes? Okay. The next structure I'm going to encourage you to look at is on the outer side of your foot. And this bone right here, right there, is called the cuboid. It's like a cube. And it is at the base of the fourth metatarsal, fourth toe, and also at the base of the fifth. And the importance of this bone is that when you step on the ground and move, the forces come through this bone, goes up the tibia, all the way up through the knee and the femur. Not showing that too clearly there, but this is a key point in how we stand. Sometimes we stand and we're uneven. Maybe we stand more on the outer edges of our foot like this. And other times maybe we stand and we're flattened like that. And we're going to explore that today in our lesson between this and that, so we can find the most stable position of our feet so that we can have the most stable position of our whole body. So that's about it for the skeleton demo. Okay, again, this is lifting the inner arch of your foot, and this is, or called high arch. This is lifting the outer part of the arch, or flat foot. Okay, fibula and tibia. And that's it. Thank you.